In my last video, I have discussed Newfoundland and Labrador as one of the best provinces for immigrants. In this video, I am going to discuss about Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot, RNIP. Northern Ontario is becoming a hotspot for immigrants at the moment. The communities are allowed to issue recommendations until July 31st of 2024, and the RNIP program will officially end on August 31st of 2024. Before that, let's see the current immigration updates in Canada. Very good news for skilled worker and international graduates. Ontario and British Columbia invite candidates to apply for provincial nominee program. Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program invited 402 invitations in this week. They are for early childhood educators and assistants and French-speaking skilled worker express entry stream. And British Columbia Provincial Nominee issued more than 70 skilled worker stream, tech workers, healthcare occupations, childcare and veterinary occupations. Recently, Immigration Minister Mark Miller said the federal government is continuing to investigate options for giving status to some undocumented people in Canada. But he does not see consensus on the issue in the country or in the government caucus. That may mean, based on humanitarian and economic perspective, most people who are contributing to Canadian economy may get PR. Earlier in May, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stressed that the regularization of the deportation process is necessary. At the moment, Canada's immigration policies are going through significant changes regarding work and study visa. In 2024, Committee on Canadian Immigration and Citizenship advised to end closed work permits just to safeguard local employment and prevent exploitation of foreign workers, making sure that the fair labor market practices are encouraged. However, transition measures will be taken to prevent interruptions to any industries which are hiring foreign labor. Policymakers may consider alternative measures to address the specific labor shortages and protecting labor integrity. Now let's talk about the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot, RNIP. This video is mostly based on the applications received by the community on or after September 23, 2022. I have briefly mentioned about the Northern Ontario Immigration Pilot Project on my last video. Canada's economy is partially relied on by the number of people working or the labor force and paying taxes to fund the public services such as education, healthcare, transportation. However, the most immigrants are attracted to main cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal. Community-driven Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot is a program designed to spread the benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities. RNIP is creating unique path to permanent residence for skilled foreign workers who want to work and live in one of the participating communities. You may apply through the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot if you meet the eligibility requirements and plan to settle permanently in one of these participating communities below: North Bay, Sudbury, Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay, Brandon, Altona, Rhineland, Moose Jaw, Claresholm, Vernon and West Courtney. To be eligible for this program, you must meet the minimum requirements outlined below. Number 1, you must plan to live permanently in the community. Number 2, work experience. Under the work experience, within the last 3 years, you have accumulated at least 1 year of full-time or part-time equivalent work experience in any occupation in the National Occupational Classification or qualify for the student exemption. You have performed the actions lead statement of the NOC. Lead statement provides a general overview of the occupation. You have performed a substantial number of the main duties of the NOC, including all the essential duties. Your work experience must be from paid work. You work overseas or in Canada as long as you were legally authorized to work in Canada as a temporary resident. If you graduated from a Canadian public post-secondary institution in the community, you may be exempt from the work experience requirements below. That means international students may not need work experience. Please check international students to find out if you qualify for an exemption. The next one is education. Please refer to the link below to find out the education requirements. And then the language requirements also in the separate link. Job offer, financial requirements. If you have all the qualifications, you can apply for community recommendations. Please refer to the link below for information. The communities are allowed to issue recommendations until July 31st of 2024. And as I said earlier, the RNIP program will officially end on August 31st of 2024. So applicants will still be required to submit their complete application for permanent residence by August 31st, 2024, the date when the pilot expires. There's a huge labor shortage in Northern Ontario. Please don't wait too long to apply for this Northern Ontario immigration pilot project. The deadline is coming soon. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the process of PR and citizenship in Canada. Please check the description box for links related to information discussed. Yeah.